Did you know that children today are more anxious than ever before? A shocking 1 in 6 kids in the US has a diagnosable mental health disorder. But what if I told you that as a parent, you could change this? There's a way to help your child grow into a confident, resilient, and emotionally healthy person, without following the usual, one-size-fits-all advice. In this video, we'll uncover 6 surprising parenting strategies that could change your child's life. From teaching them how to bounce back from setbacks to boosting their emotional intelligence, these tips are based on research and real results, not just common myths. If you're ready to learn how small changes in your approach can have a big impact on your child's future, you're in the right place. Stick around, what you'll discover here could completely transform your parenting journey. Chapter 1. The Power of Mindful Listening. Transform your parent-child connection. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy for parents to miss the subtle cues their children give. But here's a game-changing strategy: mindful listening. Mindful listening means giving your full attention to your child, not just hearing their words but understanding their feelings behind them. It's a small shift, but it can completely transform your connection with your child. Studies show that children who feel truly listened to have better emotional health and more confidence. A 2020 study by the American Psychological Association found that kids who feel heard are less likely to act out in frustration. This approach doesn't just build trust, it teaches your child that their voice matters. When your child speaks, pause. Put away distractions like phones or TV. Look them in the eyes. Studies in child development suggest that this simple act of engagement helps children feel secure and valued. They start to open up more, leading to better communication overall. Mindful listening doesn't only improve your relationship with your child, it also teaches them how to listen to others. By modeling this behavior, you're giving them a life skill they'll carry into adulthood. Whether in school, at work, or with friends, the ability to truly listen is one of the most valuable skills your child can learn. It's also important to reflect back what you hear. If your child says, "I feel like no one listens to me," you might respond with, "It sounds like you're feeling unheard. Tell me more about that." This shows you're not just hearing them, but actively trying to understand their emotional state. The act of reflecting their feelings builds empathy and deepens your connection. Many parents get caught in the trap of solving problems immediately, but this isn't always what your child needs. Sometimes, they just want to be understood. Allow them to express themselves fully before offering solutions. This makes them feel validated and helps them build problem-solving skills in the long run. Mindful listening creates a safe space for your child to express their thoughts without fear of judgment or interruption. Over time, this strengthens emotional intelligence, allowing your child to navigate life's ups and downs more effectively. The more they feel heard, the more they're likely to share with you. Research shows that children's brains are more likely to release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, when they feel heard. This builds trust and strengthens the parent-child bond. As a result, your child is more likely to turn to you in times of need, creating a stronger, more supportive relationship. Remember, it's not just what you say, but how you listen. When you practice mindful listening, you show your child that they matter. And that's something that can change their life. Chapter 2. Rewriting the Rules. Breaking free from traditional parenting myths. For generations, we've been told the same parenting rules: discipline with authority, reward with treats, and never let a child get too comfortable. But what if some of these rules are actually doing more harm than good? Let's look at why it might be time to break free from some of these traditional parenting myths. One myth is the belief that children need constant discipline and control. In reality, research by the American Academy of Pediatrics shows that overly strict parenting can lead to increased anxiety and depression in children. Instead, fostering an environment of mutual respect and understanding creates a stronger, more secure foundation for your child's development. Another common myth is that rewards are the best way to encourage good behavior. But behavioral psychologists, including Alfie Kohn, argue that rewards undermine intrinsic motivation. When children are rewarded for doing the right thing, they may start doing things for the reward, not because it's the right thing to do. This can lead to a lack of internal drive. Instead of focusing on rewards, focus on fostering intrinsic motivation by explaining the why behind behaviors. For example, instead of offering a treat for cleaning their room, explain how keeping a tidy space helps them feel more organized and calm. This creates a deeper sense of satisfaction and teaches valuable life skills. Here's another parenting myth: children should be seen, not heard. This outdated belief teaches kids to suppress their feelings and avoid self-expression. But research from the University of California shows that children who are encouraged to share their opinions are better at problem-solving and expressing emotions. By encouraging open communication, you're not just raising children, but future leaders. It's also time to question the myth that tough love is the best way to raise resilient children. A study by the University of Toronto shows that supportive parenting, where emotions are validated, leads to higher emotional intelligence in children. Children learn how to regulate their emotions by observing their parents, so when you show empathy and understanding, they begin to develop these essential skills. Rather than using a one-size-fits-all approach, personalized parenting strategies tend to be much more effective. Every child is unique, and their needs may vary based on personality, temperament, and life experiences. When you tailor your parenting style to your child's individual needs, you're more likely to see positive results. It's also important to let go of the myth that children should always be kept busy with structured activities. Allowing your child downtime to explore their interests freely can encourage creativity, problem-solving, and independence. Studies show that unstructured play is crucial for brain development, fostering skills like self-regulation and decision-making. Finally, forget the myth that parenting has to be perfect. According to parenting expert Dr. Laura Markham, mistakes are part of the process. It's how you repair and learn from those mistakes that matters. Authenticity and vulnerability are just as important as the perfect approach to parenting. Children need to see that their parents are human too. Chapter 3. Emotional Agility. Teach your child to bounce back from setbacks. As a parent, one of the most valuable things you can teach your child is emotional agility, the ability to face challenges, bounce back from setbacks, and learn from difficult situations. It's a crucial life skill that can shape their emotional resilience and success in the future. Emotional agility is more than just bouncing back after a tough situation. It's about accepting emotions without judgment and finding healthy ways to cope. According to psychologist Dr. Susan David, emotional agility is the key to mental well-being. When children are taught to understand their emotions instead of suppressing them, they become more adaptable and less likely to develop anxiety or depression. One powerful way to teach emotional agility is by modeling it yourself. Children learn by observing their parents. If you get upset, show them how you cope in a healthy way. For instance, if you're stressed, take a deep breath, explain why you're feeling this way, and share a positive strategy, like taking a walk or talking it out. Another great strategy is to help your child reframe their thoughts when things don't go as planned. Instead of saying, "I can't do it," encourage them to say, "This is tough, but I'll figure it out." Research shows that a growth mindset can lead to higher levels of resilience, and teaching this skill at a young age sets your child up for success in the future. When your child faces failure, don't rush to fix things. Instead, ask them how they feel about the situation. Then guide them through the process of exploring how to improve next time. This approach not only strengthens their emotional resilience but also boosts problem-solving skills. Another important lesson is teaching your child to separate their self-worth from their mistakes. A child who views failure as a personal reflection of their abilities might be more prone to giving up. Instead, remind them that mistakes are simply part of the learning process. Help them see failure as a stepping stone toward success. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine to build emotional agility. Mindfulness helps children become more aware of their feelings without letting them control their actions. A few minutes of deep breathing, focusing on the present moment, or even a short body scan can help them reset emotionally, especially after stressful situations. Finally, encourage emotional expression. Allow your child to talk about their emotions openly. Labeling their feelings can help them process and understand their emotions better. Research shows that children who are taught to express emotions in healthy ways are more likely to have strong relationships and emotional well-being later in life. By teaching your child emotional agility, you're giving them the tools they need to face the ups and downs of life with confidence and resilience. If you're finding these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more parenting tips that make a real difference. Chapter 4. The Self-Care Secret. How parenting yourself transforms your child. As parents, it's easy to pour all your energy into caring for your child, but there's one crucial thing you might be overlooking: your own well-being. The truth is, taking care of yourself is one of the most powerful things you can do for your child. When you prioritize self-care, you model healthy habits and emotional resilience for them to follow. Research shows that self-care is more than just a luxury, it's essential for mental health. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, parents who engage in self-care are less likely to experience burnout, anxiety, or depression. This means you're not just helping yourself, you're creating a healthier environment for your child to grow up in. Start by carving out time each day, even if it's just for 10 minutes, to recharge. This could be a quick walk, reading a book, or practicing mindfulness. According to a study from the University of California, just 10 minutes of daily mindfulness can significantly reduce stress and improve focus. When you take time to relax, you're better equipped to handle the challenges of parenting. Another powerful aspect of self-care is setting boundaries. Many parents struggle with saying no, but setting limits teaches your child respect for both their own time and others. A 2021 study by the University of Denver showed that children with parents who model healthy boundaries are more likely to have good emotional regulation skills. Taking care of your body is equally important. Exercise, healthy eating, and sleep all play a vital role in maintaining mental and physical well-being. Studies show that physical activity can boost mood and increase energy, which makes it easier to be present for your child. Dr. John Ratey, author of Spark, The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain, explains that exercise is like fertilizer for your brain, helping you stay sharp and emotionally balanced. When parents are physically healthy, they're better able to be engaged in their child's activities and emotionally supportive. Children learn by example, and when they see you practicing self-care, they're more likely to adopt these habits themselves. It's a win-win, you both benefit from healthier lifestyles. Don't forget the importance of mental health care, too. Therapy, journaling, or simply talking things through with a friend can go a long way in relieving stress. According to the American Psychological Association, parents who seek emotional support are better equipped to cope with the pressures of raising children. The key to self-care is not just about what you do for yourself but the example you set for your child. By practicing self-compassion and balance, you're teaching your child that it's okay to take care of their own needs, too. This helps them grow into emotionally intelligent adults who understand the value of self-care. When you're mentally and physically healthy, you can give your best to your child. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential for both you and your child's well-being. If you're enjoying these tips, make sure to subscribe for more advice that will change your parenting for the better. Chapter 5. The Curiosity Advantage. Why igniting a child's natural wonder leads to success. Curiosity might seem like a simple trait, but it's one of the most powerful tools in a child's development. In fact, fostering your child's natural curiosity can have a lifelong impact on their ability to learn and succeed. Research shows that children who are curious are more likely to become engaged learners and problem solvers as they grow older. Curiosity fuels exploration, and exploration is how children learn best. According to a study by the American Educational Research Association, curiosity directly correlates with better academic performance. When children are curious, they ask questions, investigate answers, and build a deeper understanding of the world around them. One great way to nurture curiosity is by allowing your child to ask questions without rushing to answer them. Give them the space to explore and experiment. Dr. Alison Gopnik, author of The Gardener and the Carpenter, suggests that children are naturally inquisitive and love to learn, and it's up to parents to encourage and guide that curiosity rather than stifling it with correct answers too quickly. Instead of directing your child's activities, give them room to play and imagine. Research from the University of Cambridge found that unstructured play is one of the best ways to foster creativity and problem-solving skills. Let your child's imagination run wild, and you'll be amazed at the things they'll discover on their own. Curiosity also builds resilience. When children are curious, they don't fear failure as much because they see challenges as opportunities to learn, not obstacles to avoid. In fact, a study from the University of Pennsylvania found that children who have the freedom to explore and fail are more likely to develop grit and perseverance. Another way to cultivate curiosity is by reading books that spark new ideas. Expose your child to a variety of topics, from science to history to fiction. Research shows that early exposure to diverse subjects enhances a child's cognitive abilities and broadens their interests. Encourage them to explore different areas of knowledge to keep their curiosity alive. Don't be afraid to let your child lead the way when it comes to learning. Follow their interests and see where they take you. Studies in developmental psychology show that when children are actively engaged in their learning, they retain more information and develop a love for knowledge that lasts a lifetime. Fostering curiosity doesn't just help your child academically, it boosts their emotional intelligence as well. By encouraging them to explore new ideas and challenge their thinking, you're teaching them how to embrace new perspectives and grow from every experience. So, let your child's curiosity take center stage. The more you nurture this wonder, the more confident and capable they'll become in navigating the world around them. Chapter 6. Parenting with Purpose. How to raise a child with unshakable confidence. Confidence isn't something you can give your child directly, but it's something you can nurture and help grow. Raising a child with unshakable confidence involves guiding them to believe in themselves, their abilities, and their worth. Here's how you can make that happen. Start by focusing on their strengths, not just their weaknesses. Research from the University of Michigan shows that children who receive positive reinforcement for their strengths are more likely to develop high self-esteem. Celebrate their successes, no matter how small, and emphasize their efforts rather than just the outcome. This encourages a growth mindset, where children learn that abilities are developed through hard work and dedication. It's also important to model confidence yourself. Children pick up on their parents' behaviors, and when they see you approach challenges with a positive, can-do attitude, they'll be more likely to adopt the same mindset. Psychologist Dr. Carol Dweck, author of Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, explains that children who witness their parents embracing challenges with confidence are more likely to approach their own problems with optimism and resilience. Help your child set small, achievable goals and celebrate each milestone along the way. Achieving these goals builds self-esteem and helps them realize their own potential. A study by the American Psychological Association found that setting and achieving small goals boosts confidence and creates a sense of accomplishment, which motivates children to tackle bigger challenges. Allowing your child to take risks, both in their personal life and their learning, can also foster confidence. Failure is a natural part of life, and when children learn that failure doesn't define them, they build resilience and a strong sense of self. Dr. Cheryl Ziegler, author of Mommy Burnout, emphasizes that children who are allowed to fail in a safe environment become more resilient and self-assured. Another way to build confidence is through encouraging independence. Give your child opportunities to make choices, whether it's about what to wear, what to eat, or how to spend their free time. When they learn to make decisions on their own, they build confidence in their ability to handle responsibility. Lastly, teach your child to focus on what they can control. In situations where things go wrong, instead of focusing on external factors, encourage them to focus on their own actions and responses. According to a 2018 study by the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, Teaching children to focus on their actions instead of uncontrollable situations leads to higher levels of self-esteem and confidence. By raising your child with purpose and intention, you're laying the groundwork for a confident, independent adult who believes in their abilities and can handle life's challenges with grace. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more life-changing parenting tips.